The medical scanner froze mid-cycle, its holographic lattice flickering with error codes that had not appeared once in its 3,000 years of flawless operation. Chief Medical Examiner Verleith of Relith stared at the impossible display, crystalline fingers hovering above the controls as if afraid to touch them again. "That cannot be correct," she whispered. "Run the scan again. Full spectrum. No filters." The human subject, Colton Raines, stood motionless within the containment field. Energy restraints bound his wrists, glowing softly. He carried no visible weapons. No cybernetics. No genetic alterations. No armor. Just flesh, bone, and a calm that unsettled everyone in the room. The scanner cycled. The result did not change. Threat assessment, maximum. Weaponizable biological components detected, 207 of 207. Recommendation, immediate termination. Security Commander Pryax recoiled, forearms folding across his chest in disbelief. 207 weapon systems? In a single organic being? That exceeds our highest-grade combat drones. The scanner is malfunctioning. "It is not," Verleith replied quietly. "It is functioning perfectly. It is simply classifying reality in a way we never have." She expanded the report. "The human is not carrying weapons. He is not augmented with weapons. The human itself is the weapon. Every biological system shows lethal application potential." Pryax leaned closer, mandibles tight. "Explain." "The skeletal system," Verleith began, highlighting glowing outlines. "We assumed structural support. The scanner classifies it as a distributed impact weapons array. Every bone can strike, fracture, crush. The skull alone rates as a Class 3 battering device." "Bones?" Pryax scoffed. "Every species has bones." "Not like this," Verleith said. "Human bone density is optimized for force transfer. They evolved striking things, breaking things, using their own bodies as tools." She shifted displays. "The muscular system is classified as a projectile acceleration platform. Humans can throw objects with lethal velocity. Their shoulder anatomy is unique in the galaxy, evolved specifically for hurling weapons with accuracy." "Many species can throw," Pryax argued. "None like this," she replied. "Humans strike targets at ranges that require targeting computers for others. Their vision, neural timing, and muscle memory form a precision system." Colton finally spoke. "You're just figuring this out now?" "Silence," Pryax snapped. "I'm answering your question," Colton said calmly. "You want to know how much of a human is a weapon? The answer is all of it. We evolved on a death world. Everything tried to kill us. So we got very good at killing back." The room fell silent as the scan continued, and understanding began to spread like fear. Pryax ordered, refusing to look at the human. Verleith complied. "The digestive system is classified as a chemical processing and energy conversion weapon. Humans consume substances toxic to most species, break them down, and convert them into usable energy. Their stomach acid alone is rated as a corrosive agent." Pryax stared. "And the teeth?" "Weapons," Verleith confirmed. "A modular system. Incisors for cutting. Canines for tearing. Molars for crushing. A biological toolkit embedded in the skull." She moved quickly now, voice tight. "Cardiovascular system. A performance amplification network capable of increasing combat output by 300% under stress. Respiratory system. Capable of functioning in hostile environments while filtering toxins. Immune system." She hesitated. "The immune system identifies, targets, and destroys threats at the cellular level using adaptive methods we classify as biological warfare." Pryax shook his head. "You are telling me this creature's own disease response is a weapon?" "A weapon that learns," Verleith said. "That evolves. That creates custom countermeasures. Humans survive plagues that would erase entire civilizations because their bodies treat infection as an arms race." Pryax exhaled slowly. "What about the brain? Surely that is merely computational." Verleith brought up the neural scan. Her hands trembled. "The brain is the most dangerous system. It functions as a tactical computer, a strategic planning engine, and a psychological warfare platform simultaneously. Humans predict enemy behavior. They plan multi-layered operations. They break opponents mentally through fear, intimidation, and trauma. They think," Pryax said dismissively. "Not like this," Verleith replied. "Human brains possess dedicated neural pathways for tracking motion, predicting trajectories, and calculating impact. They make life or death decisions under extreme stress. And they can imagine violence before it occurs. What does that mean? Pryax demanded. Colton answered before she could. It means we don't just react. We anticipate. We prepare. We plan for enemies we haven't met yet. I've been planning my escape since the moment you captured me. Pryax laughed harshly. Impossible. You are restrained. This facility is sealed. Armed guards at every exit. You have no weapons. Colton met his gaze. I have everything I need. You're right. I have no weapons. I am the weapon. He moved. The restraints held his wrists, but not his joints. In 3 seconds, Colton dislocated both thumbs, slipped free and reset them with practiced precision. Human skeletal flexibility, unaccounted variable. Pryax reached for his sidearm. Colton seized a medical instrument, hurled it with lethal accuracy. It shattered Pryax's weapon hand. Projectile acceleration system, Colton said quietly, advancing. The guards rushed in and the demonstration began. Colton used exactly what the scan had described. Nothing more. Nothing less. His bones became impact weapons as elbows crushed windpipes and knees shattered joints. His muscles acted as force multipliers, redirecting momentum, turning armored guards into collisions against one another. His teeth became close-quarters tools when distance vanished. His brain coordinated everything, tracking threats, adjusting tactics, calculating outcomes in real time. In 90 seconds, 6 armed guards lay incapacitated across the chamber. Colton stood at the center, breathing hard but steady. Cardiovascular and respiratory systems performing exactly as predicted. Stop, Verleith shouted. Please. We understand now. Colton turned toward her. Do you? Or do you just understand that I'm dangerous? There was silence. Dangerous is easy, he continued. Every species can be dangerous. Humans weaponize everything. Our biology, our environment, our culture, even our ideas. We turn peace itself into a weapon by making you fear what happens if peace fails. Pryax groaned from the floor, clutching his shattered hand. What do you want? Release me, Colton said, and send a message to the Confederation. Tell them they misunderstood humanity. We don't carry weapons because we're violent. We carry them because we know what we are without them. He gestured around the room. Every human alive carries 207 biological weapon systems inherited from a planet that tried to kill us for 1,000,000 years. We invented external weapons to be less dangerous, to give ourselves options, to choose restraint. And if we don't? Pryax gasped. Then you'll discover what happens when a human uses all systems at once, Colton replied. And the scanner missed something. Verleith swallowed. What? Our willingness to use them, Colton said. Other species have capabilities they never weaponize. Humans weaponize everything because we had to, and we remember how. The facility commander entered with reinforcements. He raised a hand. Stand down. He looked at Colton. Release him. Send the message. Humans are not a warrior species. They are a survival species. And that is far worse. Colton walked out without looking back. Verleith stared at the scan still glowing on her display. 207 weapon systems. But she understood now. The real number was infinite. Humans could weaponize anything, including fear. The galaxy would learn what Earth had taught its children. Survival is not strength. It is willingness. And humans had survived a world that tried to kill them every single day. The rest of the galaxy did not stand a chance. In the cycles that followed, the Confederation Council replayed the footage in stunned silence. Again and again they watched one unarmed human dismantle an advanced security team using nothing but his body, his mind, and his environment. The classification protocols were rewritten within hours. Humanity was no longer cataloged under developing civilizations or potential military partners. A new designation was created. Extreme adaptive species. Verleith submitted her final report personally. It was circulated, sealed, and then quietly copied across secure networks. 207 weapon systems, she wrote. That was merely the baseline. Humans possessed a recursive capacity to weaponize context, terrain, tools, language, fear, even restraint itself. On Relith, medical scanners were recalibrated. Training doctrines were rewritten. No one laughed at the idea of bones as weapons anymore. Colton Raines returned to human space without ceremony. There were no medals, no parades. The incident was classified, buried beneath layers of diplomacy and carefully worded treaties. That was how humans preferred it. They did not need the galaxy to fear them. They only needed it to understand. Across alien worlds, the phrase spread quietly through military academies and research institutes. Do not corner humans. Because humans did not escalate immediately. They planned. They observed. They adapted. And when forced, they responded with total integration. Biology, intellect, and will acting as one unified system. Verleith often thought of Colton's final words. You can take the human off the death world, but you cannot take the death world out of the human. She understood now. Evolution was not gentle. It was a crucible. Earth had forged its children through constant pressure, relentless danger, and endless competition. Humanity had survived not by being the strongest, but by refusing to waste anything, not even suffering. On Earth, life continued as it always had. People argued, built, wondered. Most never knew how close the galaxy had come to misunderstanding them completely. And that was fine. Because humans did not want war. They wanted choice. And now the galaxy knew why giving humans that choice was the safest option available.